foremost, when all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone, shalom to you brothers, Christians, truth, and sincerity around the earth. And I'm going into some real quick, just a real quick video. You see how the wildfires and stuff is going on in LA, and then I just seen yesterday before I went to sleep, there was a plant, I think it was a plant explosion or some type of an explosion, and I believe it was Fort Worth, Texas, I believe, and all the fires and stuff that's going on, and which we don't know. I believe Esau is behind it, of course. They always doing something, attacking their own system for some reason which we don't know yet, and a huge distraction for something else that's going on. But I've been thinking ever since I've been watching like the videos, because it's all over the internet, all over your For You pages, if you have Twitter or whatever, TikTok or whatever the case may be. And I've been looking at like different videos and the news reports and all those things, and just seeing the fire and how it's just escalating and it's getting worse and worse. But pretty soon, what I want to talk about, pretty soon, the whole entire Babylon the Great, America, is going to be on fire, and it's going to be a fire that you're not going to be able to get. I've been watching like the little planes go overhead, and then they drop the water or drop whatever they drop, substance from the plane laying on the fire. It's going to be pretty soon, it's going to be a fire that you're not going to be able to quench. And that's going to be the nuclear fire, right? And seeing the big fire that's going on in LA and now Texas, it's a beautiful thing, man. Starting off the so-called new year while everything's dead, as you see even in the camera. Starting off a whole so-called new year. No leaves, grass pretty much dead, not green at all. No leaves on the trees, but it's so-called new year. Everything's tucked away, sleeping, hibernating, animal-wise. But it's a so-called new year. That's Esau. Esau has turned the things, changed the times, and changed ordinances, and changed a lot of things that's going on in America, man. And that's they're the devils, man. That's what they're gonna do. And hold on, give me 1 second. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Okay, he was turning. Okay, yeah, they're changing the ordinances, they're changing the times, and they're doing these things. But it was, when I was thinking about it yesterday, it just gives me a small glimpse when you see the overhead view, when you see the little fires that's going on, taking people's houses down and things like that. I can't imagine what it's going to look like when the whole Babylon the Great, the whole America, is on fire, man. And there's not going to be no helicopters and cargo ships that's dropping off water to extinguish this fire, man. This fire that's getting ready to take place, this fire is going to die down with time, right? It's not going to be fighter fighters coming over here trying to spray it, trying to revive America. No, man, there's no revival of Babylon the Great. There's no revival. That fire is going to die down with time. And then when that fire does die down, everything's completely purified in this place. Nothing is going to inhabit it but desert creatures, right? It's going to be a big desert. And we can't wait, right? The destruction of Babylon the Great is getting closer and closer, man. And I believe it's going to happen. That's, like I said, I've said in another video, this is just me speaking. It's not a doctrine or anything. But I believe that Trump is going to be that man. Within these next 4 years, Babylon the Great is going to be at an end, man. Hopefully. Right? Because we get tired of this damn place. Every damn day in here. Knowing we have greatness, knowing we have the kingdom, knowing we have these beautiful things waiting for us. Right? And we can't get those things. We can't get to those, the promises, the kingdom, until this place goes down. Till this place goes down. Prophecy has to happen, right? Jacob's Trouble, the Chip, World War III, the nations turning on Babylon the Great, right? Their allies, and then this place eventually just being destroyed, right? That's what we're waiting on. And the fire, and those fires, like I said, those fires, when I was looking at them, sorry, I got the hiccups. The fires, when I was looking at them, that's what reminded me. This is the first thing I was thinking about, because they have like different camera angles, and different perspectives from all different sides of the fires that's going on. And when you see the whole place engulfed in flames, stores and houses falling apart, that's immediately what came in my mind, right? And we're happy about it. That the infrastructure, Babylon the Great, and all these things, they're falling, man. They're falling. Babylon the Great, pretty soon, Lord willing, will be no more. No more. Because for the wickedness that they've been doing, and then on top of that, the biblical prophecy of Babylon the Great being destroyed. And so all like little fires and stores and houses burning down, that's little stuff, man. That's little stuff to compared to what's getting ready to come, right? Yeah, you have to leave your belongings in your house. Then you do insurance and all that other stuff, insurance claims and all that stuff. But look, man, Babylon the Great, infrastructures, everything is just falling apart. Don't forget about that whole bridge thing that happened late last year. That bridge, that boat that ran into the bridge. I don't think they even updated about that. There's no update about that situation, right? And that, Slocky, hold on, give me 1 second. I got like hold my breath. I keep getting hiccups. All right, that should be better. The infrastructure, the bridge, like I said, the bridge, I don't think they haven't updated, or I haven't seen anything about that bridge that happened last year. Ever since that cruise, or not cruise, that ship ran into the bridge and collapsed the bridge. That we got fires going on. And like I said, the thing, I believe, don't quote me on it, I believe it was Fort Worth, Texas, I believe. I know it's in Texas. I just don't know what exact city or place that it was. I'm pretty sure, like I said, it was Fort Worth. On fire, man. And that's just a glimpse, a sneak peek on how America's really going to look, on how it's really going to be. Because you're going to be evacuated for your homes, right? In the time to come. Right, you're going to be evacuated. You're going to be evacuated. You're going to be like pilgrims on the earth, as the scripture says. You're going to be moving from place to place. But the only thing that's going to be different is going to be a lot of lawlessness and chaos going on around you. Right now, it's still order in the place, so you still got to evacuate, but there's order. There's cops, there's firefighters. The time to come, when people are lighting fires, people are lighting fires, robbing, looting places, and all types of violence and stuff is going on the earth. You ain't gonna have the police officers. You're not gonna have the first responders. You're not gonna have the ambulance. You're not gonna have the firefighters. You're not gonna have these things, man. It's getting ready to be some very serious times that we're coming into, man, and we can't stress that enough. Right? You can't stress that enough. It's going to be a time on the earth that's never been seen before, man. What does that look like? We don't know. But we know it's not going to be a pretty sight. We know it's not going to be a pretty sight. Right? So there's going to be people burning people's houses down. There's going to be people lighting stores on fire, breaking in places, robbing people, killing them, murders. There's a lot of judgment and pestilence and stuff waiting for Babylon the Great and for the inhabitants, the people, so-called Americans. Right? This place has to go, man. And there's little stuff that happens, it's just right along with it, man. So we're glad when we see fires. We're glad when we see these things happen. Because Babylon the Great deserves it, man. And you damn fucking people. You damn people is wicked as all hell in this place. Right? And we are too, because we do sin. But we not as wicked as the other people, man. Right? We're at least on the path to attempt to be righteous. Because we're not righteous. It's impossible to be fully righteous in this place. Right? We sin on a day-to-day basis. Whether it be your thoughts or something else that you can't control, man. Right? So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a little update. And Babylon the Great is going to be on fire soon. The whole Babylon the Great is going to be on fire, man. Not just California or Wyoming or Ohio. The whole everything. All of the states, man. This whole place. That's what the lake of fire is, man. And that's why I said that. Imagine a big lake, but imagine that big lake just fire. That's what it is, man. It's not hell. The lake of fire is going into Babylon the Great when the missiles start to hit this place, melt the elements with fervent heat, as the scripture says, and everything is gonna start catching fire, man. This place is gonna get hit with a lot of missiles, man. A lot of fucking missiles is going to hit Babylon the Great, and it's going to cause it to be on fire, and that fire is not going to be extinguished. That fire is going to be extinguished by time. It ain't going to be no helicopters and planes like I just said earlier. That fire is going to be extinguished over time. Over time, that fire is going to die down. But this place has to fucking go, man. The people that run this place, because you already know, it's more than likely, like I said, it's more than likely Esau. Esau always doing attacks on the own